Okay, so in this playlist of videos, I'm going to be talking to you about a particular way of writing numbers, which is called standard form. What I've written here is that standard form is a standardized way of writing numbers, and it's particularly useful for very large and very small numbers, and it's widely used in the sciences because the sciences tend to look at things like galaxies, things that are very large, but it will also look at things that are very, very tiny, like atoms and protons and things like that as well. This website here is amazing, and it's going to be kind of my entry point into what standard form actually is. So if you want to click this link that you've got here, it's going to tell you a little bit more about standard form. So I'm just going to jump across to this website that I've got here, and you'll see it kind of opens up on a page that looks like this. And we're going to start investigating some of these objects. Now you can either move this bar along the bottom to the right to go to bigger kinds of objects. So you can zoom out to things like these different moons and different stars. And I'm actually going to click on one of them here. When I click on Italy, you'll notice that underneath Italy it says 1,100 kilometers, but underneath it is what we call the standard form. And the standard form for this is 1.1 times 10 to the power of 6. So standard form for the number 1,100 kilometers is 1.1 times 10 to the power of 6 meters. And as you go further out and look at bigger objects, you will see that the power of 10 in, let's have a look at this one here, Regulus, which is a, what is this, a type of star maybe? Yeah, it's a star in the constellation Leo. You'll notice that the size of Regulus is 5.8 times 10 to the power of 9. So it's actually representing something that's even bigger. Obviously you can keep zooming out and the power of 10 is going to get higher and higher, so you've got 10 to the power of 12. But if you want to zoom in to look at things that are smaller, I wonder if you can think what would happen to the power of 10. As you go to smaller things, the power of 10 is going to become negative. So sleet, like a little piece of water that rains down from the sky, has a size of 5 times 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. And as we go in further, we can see things like a white blood cell, or maybe one like the cell nucleus, 7 times 10 to the power of minus 6. So the power being negative represents small numbers. Play around with that website because I think you'll find some things that are quite exciting about this. So what I've got here is that standard form, you may have noticed with some of these numbers, is always written in this particular form that we've got here. There's always a number to start off with, there's always a multiply symbol in between, and then it's always 10 to the power of another number. A few things to take note of. This a that we have at the beginning, this starting number, has to be between 1 and 10. Now what this means here is it says that a has to be greater than or equal to 1. So it's allowed to be 1 and it can be bigger than 1, but it has to be less than 10. So it has to be something like, I don't know, 9.999. We couldn't put 10 there. So it's standardized, meaning you can only start it off with something between 1 and 9.999. There always has to be a multiplication symbol, can't be a division symbol, or a plus or minus, and the power of 10 must always be a whole number or an integer. It can be positive and it can be negative. So this one here is an example of something that is in standard form because this first number, 3.2, it is between 1 and 9.999, so that's good. It has got a multiplication symbol and the power is a whole number, so that one is in standard form. Now there are 3 reasons why this one is not in standard form. I wonder if you can think of what those 3 reasons are. I think the most obvious one is that there is a division symbol that we've got here. So there should have been a multiply symbol if it wanted to be in standard form. The second reason is 11.4 is bigger than 10. It's not inside this red range that I've got here. And the power was meant to be an integer. It was meant to be a whole number, and we've got a decimal. So that one is an example for 3 different reasons why it is not in standard form. Why is standard form useful? Like, what's the point of all of this? Why do people in sciences use this? Well, if I said to you, look at these 2 numbers that I've written in this black ink that we've got here and quickly tell me which one is bigger, you'd actually find it a bit tricky. You would need to go through and count the zeros to try and decide which one is bigger. But now that I've got them written in standard form here and here, it's pretty quick to tell that this one down at the bottom is bigger, because the power of 20 is bigger than the power of 19. We're going to explain a lot more about these numbers later on, but for now we can clearly see that this number is bigger, and the reason that this number is bigger is because the power is higher for 10. So let's have a think about how we can use this. Let's think about how we can order numbers that are in standard form. Well, like we were just looking on that website, the further you zoomed out, the bigger the power of 10. So the first thing you do when trying to order numbers is you check the power of 10. If the power is higher, then it's definitely a bigger number. Sometimes though, the powers will be the same. So if it is the same, just compare the first number. So I'm going to put these ones in order from smallest to biggest using these instructions, and then you're going to have a go at putting these ones in order from smallest to biggest afterwards. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to check the power of 10. Well, I've got a 10 to the power of 4, 5, 3, and 4. So this one, 3.3 times 10 to the power of 3, that's going to be the smallest one because it has the smallest power of 10. So that one I've dealt with. Now the next ones are power of 4. This one has a power of 4 and this one has a power of 4. So if they are the same power, just compare the first number. So we need to decide which is smaller, 3.2 or 3.22. And obviously 3.2 is smaller. So 3.2 times 10 to the 4 would be our next smallest. And then 3.22 times 10 to the power of 4 would be our next smallest, meaning that the biggest one is 3.2 times 10 to the 5, because that 10 to the power of 5 is the biggest that we've got in the list. So I want you to have a go at putting these numbers in order from smallest to biggest. Remember, concentrate on the power first of all, and then you might need to look at these numbers to do a further comparison. So pause the video and have a go, and then I'm going to go through these now. Okay, so we have a power of -5, -5, -4, and -6. -6 is the lowest, which means it is the smallest. So 7.1 times 10 to the power of -6 is the smallest one in the list. Now these two that we've got here both have a power of -5, which would be the next smallest number. We need to decide which is bigger, the 7.1 or the 7.08. And the 7.1 is bigger, meaning the next smallest is 7.08 times 10 to the power of 5. And then the one after that is going to be our 7.1 times 10 to the power of -5, meaning our biggest one in this list is 7.1 times 10 to the power of -4, because obviously -4 is bigger than -5 and -6. So we've got those numbers in standard form, in ordered lists. What we're going to do in the next video is we're going to learn how to convert from standard form to ordinary numbers. Found this video helpful? Then why not drop it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like the next video in the playlist, you can click here to be taken straight to it. And as always, wishing you the very best for all your studies.